Welcome back to the Profit Playbook. This is Kyrsti Snyder. I am here to show you exact strategy, exact ways behind the scenes for everything that I do every single day, every single week, every single month to generate full-time income from home. As you can see, I am here to teach you the exact ways so that you can win in the online space tremendously too. So if you're following this, if this is the first video you've seen from me, please put replay in the comments below, or you could even put the word first time ever, and I'll know that you're serious about making money online, following the strategies of what I'll teach you today. Now, in the Profit Playbook, we specifically go over exact ways for how you can make $100 to $200 a day as a brand new person working online right from your phone. Yep, the video that you're watching right now, that device that you're holding, is where you could be making money. And I want to give you a taste of what it looks like a little bit behind the scenes for why I do what I do, for how I've accomplished what I've accomplished, and how you can do the same. I want you to know that you're worth it. I want you to know that you can create something that your future self is astounded by, and that you can do it even if you're a parent, busy mom like me with 3 kids under age 6. Okay. So this one right here that just came down, she is Jocelyn. She, depending what time you're seeing this video, is just about 2 years old. This guy right here, what's your name?
Braxton.
Braxton. How old are you, bud?
6.
You're 6. And what do you love about working at home with me?
Doing
Here.
Lexia.
He can do Lexia on his computer. Yeah. What else?
And
Talk to the boy.
be nice to my mom and listen to her what she says.
He likes working at home because he likes to listen to what I say. Okay. Okay, your turn, bud. Here, switch so he can, yeah, you can go. Come right here. What's your name, buddy?
Colton.
Colton. How old are you, bud?
5.
No, you're 4.
Okay.
It's okay. And do you like working at home with me and Dad? You like that we can work at home with you?
Work Lexia.
You like Lexia also?
And
do you
playing with my sister.
You like playing with your sister? Do you like that me and Dad can be at home with you all the time?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Will you shut the door for me? This is the life, you know? At the time of this video, it is a Saturday morning, and my kids wanted to be part of the video, so I decided to include them, which is super fun. This isn't always what it looks like. This isn't always how it goes. But yes, me and my husband both, we work at home making full-time income with digital marketing right from the device that we are on 24/7, our phone, our computer. And I know for a fact that you can do the same. Now, let's see. Back in 2020, so about 3 years ago at the time of this video, whenever you're watching it, maybe a little more, maybe a little bit less. About 3 years ago, we were in $120,000 of unsecured debt. We were living in an apartment that was about 1,000, maybe 1,100 square feet, and we were suffocated with bills. It was something that was super, super hard to come by, something that we found ourselves saying, okay, well, I'm just going to hope and pray for the next paycheck to be just a little bit larger, or I'm going to, donate plasma one more time this week so that we can have that extra $50 for groceries. I remember that. This is hard to talk about. I remember asking our community to help to pay for our groceries because we just couldn't afford it. And up until that point, when we finally said, you know what, we can't do this alone, we need help. I remember specifically going into a grocery store, and if it was over about $200, I'd put certain items back. That was embarrassing. That was hard. It was suffocating. I knew that there was a better way. There had to be. Because up till that point in my life, I knew that I was made for more. I knew that I could become something better, and yet everything that I wanted to be costs money. If I wanted to have gas in my car, even if I was commuting to and from a 9-to-5 job, it costs money. If I wanted to get out of a small, dumb apartment, it costs money. Even if I wanted to live in that apartment that was so small and so overlapping and chaotic, it costed money. If I wanted to do something for my family, whether that was a trip to a fast food restaurant, or one day, if ever we could afford a bigger tip for a waitress, it costs money. And now I can tell you with full gratitude, full patience, and full grace that the very fact that only 3 years ago, I couldn't afford groceries. We were in over $120,000 of unsecured debt. Now, up to this day, this house that we've built and moved into earlier in 2023, being able to retire my husband from his 9 to 5, we don't owe money anywhere else but ourselves for us to be able to spend, invest, or save however we want. Now, if you're a note taker, write this down. Freedom is the ability to do what you want with whom you want at the time you choose because you said so. That's my personal definition of freedom. And that is why I've created this YouTube channel. That is why I would appreciate your subscribe, your like on this video, your engagement, not for me, but for you. When you give, you gain. And that was something that I understood forever. I always thought of that. Karma, a boomerang, what I put out, I get back, that kind of a thing. And yet my results didn't speak that. I couldn't understand why. Well, within this profit playbook, this playlist right now, how you can be profitable, the behind the scenes play-by-play tutorials, advice, tips, tricks, hacks, marketing effectiveness for how you can run an online business is everything that you'll need within this one playlist. I post every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by about 2 o'clock Eastern. I want that subscribed from you so that you can be instantly in the know for what to do and how to do it, getting away from debt, stopping the suffocation, the overwhelm, the anxiety that maybe you feel, maybe in this moment, because guess what? That was me. That was me. My husband was working in a roofing business. He was in charge of the sales and the marketing, and then he got thrown into doing the repairs and being super, super laborious. That was not what we wanted. It did not make sense. He was getting paid around $4,000 a month after working till 7 p.m. most days, which sucked, especially with young kids. I found myself doing online surveys and hoping for that just a little bit more paycheck, but I was spending my days doing something I didn't enjoy. I was thinking I had to go back to work to be a cashier once again because we just couldn't afford anything. It wasn't, oh, we can't afford a good lifestyle. It was, we couldn't afford a lifestyle, no matter how you defined it. Now, fast forward 3 years later, being where we are now, the reason I give so much for free, instead of you being upsold into an ebook, instead of you purchasing a big old course, instead of me charging you as a masterful guru to give you the how-to steps, you're going to get the how-to steps within this profit playbook every single week, 3 times a week. Maybe eventually I increase it because I want to give so much more to the guy who couldn't understand what to do. That was me. Everything that you're going to learn inside of this profit playbook is literally my behind the scenes, my step-by-step, my play-by-play for what I do to win online. Much like football, the playbook for what they do to win and score. I want you to score in working online. I want you to win in making income that you astound yourself with 6 months from now, a year from now. You look back and you're like, whoa, how'd I figure that out? Well, I can guarantee you it's going to be a big piece of this profit playbook. So be sure to subscribe, hit the like button if you found any value in this video, and then drop a comment below for what you want to learn about. Because it's one thing to go from your typical rags to riches, right? I think that's so overused, but it's kind of, in a way similar to what I've experienced. We were in rags, so to speak, couldn't afford groceries, would put groceries back because we couldn't afford it. Not that we were being stingy, but it literally was below our budget. It wasn't even breaking even each month after we were donating plasma, after we put the groceries back, after I was doing surveys and thinking I needed to go back to a 9 to 5 to be a cashier, to what, pay for daycare that I couldn't afford. None of it made sense. Well, taking a bet on me makes sense. Taking a bet on you makes sense. I can promise you that. But until you get out of your own way, until you say to yourself and to the people you love, like for me, my 3 kids, my husband, until you can say, you know what, we deserve better, let's go do the thing, you're going to remain as you are. You will. Write this down if you're a note taker. Successful people do not do certain things. Successful people do things in a certain way. And that certain way is discovered all throughout this Profit Playbook, this playlist on YouTube that you're watching right now. So hit the subscribe button, drop me a comment for anything that you want to learn about, any type of feedback, insight that you have, any questions that you have that I can answer in working online. And then be sure to communicate fully. Once you subscribe and you ring the bell for notifications, you're going to be in the know instantly for all of my step-by-step, my play-by-plays for what I do to win online, how to create full-time income, and how you can do the same. Thank you for popping on this video. We'll see you the next time about 2 o'clock Eastern. Have a good one with Grace, Kyrsti.